And so without further ado, I'd like to introduce Colonel James Prevotera of the Department of Operational Support. Yes.
Good morning. This is one of those enjoyable events where we get to start our day with breakfast, so we appreciate that. For more than 40 years, the Junior Deputy Program has been an integral part of our agency and of the county school system. And as many of you know, the program has heralded the message of an anti-drug message. We've educated children about the dangers of gangs and gang involvement. We talk to them about crimes such as shoplifting and other things, and we've really gotten the kids involved in what we do as deputies of the sheriff every day. The kids have also had the opportunity, as many of you probably heard, to participate in learning more about our court system and to even participate in a mock court proceeding. So all of that has been good, and the culmination, of course, is when they do receive their badge and their ID cards. And I can tell you that there's many deputies in this uniform today that have probably stashed away somewhere an ID card and a badge from when they too were junior deputies many years ago. So as we look out, we are looking hopefully at the future of our agency somewhere down the road. There is 17,000 fifth graders at 144 schools throughout the county that participated in the junior deputy program this year. The deputies in this room, many of them are the instructors and the liaisons to the schools that go out and administer the junior deputy program. So I want to thank them, and I know the sheriff's going to express his appreciation, but I'd like to give them a round of applause for the great work they've done with our kids. One of the unique things about the junior deputy program is that it is not paid for with tax dollars. It is paid for through the generous support of a number of community organizations that help us promote this program every year. And it's also paid for by the bad guys, because some of the monies that we seize as part of our law enforcement trust fund are utilized for educational purposes and are applied to the junior deputy program. So the sheriff takes that money and turns it around for a positive reason. Today we're going to honor these 10 students for their efforts. They were chosen from nearly 2,000 participants in the junior deputy program who wrote essays, and we narrowed those essays down to 144. And from those 144, these 10 young men and women here today were the winners. They were chosen by a contest board for their essays about what being a junior deputy means to me. The 250 to 500 word essays followed the Florida Rights format. For your efforts today, they're going to receive a Kindle in a case along with a certificate. Now, previously we used to give out $100 savings bonds, and I remember as a kid when my grandparents would give me savings bonds, it was hard for my parents to explain to me how a $100 savings bond wasn't really worth $100. So the Kindle, I think, will be a much better thing. It'll allow the kids to access free books. There's a number of free books that they can access. They can access websites, and they can, of course, access our library system. So we hope that you guys will enjoy that. The best part about my job this morning is I get to introduce my boss. Many of you know Sheriff David G. He has led the sheriff's office now, going into his third term. He's been with the sheriff's office for a long, long time, and he is very committed to the youth of this county and to educating and fostering good relations with the kids so that next generation of the sheriff's office is ready to go and we protect the legacy of this proud agency. So it's my honor to introduce to you your sheriff, the Sheriff of Hillsborough County, David G.
Thank you, Colonel. And I will tell you, junior deputy class of 1970 right here. How many teachers and faculty do we have here today? Teachers do not never. I know it's tough out there, and I see what goes on in Tallahassee and all the time, and it gets us down a little bit. But please never underestimate your effect on your students. I will tell you, the first year that I was elected sheriff, they say I've been in the sheriff's office a long time. They're being nice, and they hate to say I'm old, but I'm finishing 35 years with the sheriff's office. I started in the 1970s. But when I was elected sheriff, my third term, the first thing I did in my first year is I looked up every teacher that I had remembered, and I wrote them all a letter, the ones that were still alive, and I still communicate with them today, and many of them are way up there in the years, and they've moved away, but I remember special things from them, and they remembered special things about me, unfortunately. But anyway, so never underestimate who may be in your class and what their future may bring. I want to tell all of you today, all of our kids today and our winners, what hard work I know went into this, and it is the little things that sometimes that you do in life that end up leading to the big things and to the big successes. So your efforts are being rewarded today, and I want to congratulate you. Everybody likes to say it's an easy thing to say that kids are our future, but in reality, it's happening all the time. We were just sitting at the table. We have 3, 4, 5 retirements a day, and people are moving up, and we have kids that I see come into the sheriff's office that are already leaders. They're the guys that are giving orders, and it seems like just yesterday they were out of high school coming to see me wanting to be a deputy, and I said, no, you've got to be 21. You've got to go to college first, and before I know it, they're 21, and they're coming on the sheriff's office, and now they're supervisors and leaders. So it's happening all the time in front of us, and we don't realize how fast time is passing. But I will tell you, by instilling the moral values in your children, parents, you've given them the ability to become exceptional citizens. I have 4 children of my own, and I will tell you, looking at my successes and sometimes my failures as a parent, you get out what you put into it. I think all of you know that, and that's why you're here. You're taking that extra effort because it's very difficult. Most households now, both parents are working, grandparents are involved, everybody. It takes a lot of people to raise one child successfully, a lot of effort. And we recognize that at the sheriff's office, and we do a lot of big things, but we like to do small things like this too, because we believe in community building, and we do it one step at a time, and we do it one child at a time. So let me congratulate all of our winners today. I personally thank you for leading by example and for showing your peers that being kind, polite, respectful, and putting forth effort and hard work can be a rewarding experience for you. And I hope that you carry on in those traditions. And today we have an extra special surprise for our winners. I'm going to have Mary Otwood and Elizabeth Chavez from our friends from Florida West Coast Credit Union. They're going to come up with me as we do our presentation, and they actually have an extra $25 cash check that all the kids will be able to cash at any Florida West Coast Credit Union bank. So I think if you would welcome Mary and Elizabeth up. Thank you.
Ladies can go on the other side of the chair there. Okay, students, as I call your name, if you can come up to the front, you'll receive your certificates and your awards. First person is Jaheim Gordon.
My name is Jaheim Gordon, and I go to Lewis Elementary. What being a junior deputy means to me is to do the right thing by following directions and the law. It means to take pride in yourself and staying out of trouble. Being a junior deputy also means to set a good example for others everywhere you go.
Gordon. Taurine Harpole.
My name is Taryn Harpole, and I go to Dale Mabry Elementary. Junior deputy means a lot to me. I think that students should experience junior deputy because you can learn a lot. The first lesson teaches you about shoplifting and why you shouldn't do it. The second lesson tells you about gangs and why you shouldn't join them, guns and why they're dangerous, and graffiti.
Tia Duran.
I'm Tia Duran, and I go to Muller Elementary School. Being a junior deputy means I need to be responsible. That also means I need to be a successful student in school and be respectful to those around me. I shall be respectful especially to those who are older than me. The most important part is I need to use my junior deputy knowledge to stay safe and help others stay safe.
Austin Jones.
My name is Austin Jones, and I go to Summerfield Elementary. I learned a lot in a short amount of time about good citizenship, about laws like the difference between a felony and a misdemeanor, and crimes like shoplifting, street gangs, criminal mischief, and weapons through the Hillsborough County Junior Deputy Program.
Alexandra Kirk Nur.
I'm Alex Kirk Nur. I go to Ballast Point. I know the consequences that will happen and the rewards that will come if I do choose to follow the statutes. I can choose the job that I want and have a nice, clean record. Thanks, deputies and sheriffs, for protecting me and the community from danger everywhere and telling me what kind of life to choose.
Vivian Kunak.
My name is Vivian Kunak, and I go to Bellamy Elementary School. Being a junior deputy means a lot to me. It shows me how to set my future correctly. What being a junior deputy means most to me is the accomplishment you grow on after every class. This program has taught me right from wrong and what to do in a bad situation. It has also taught me about the law and how I should respect it.
Elijah Say.
My name is Elijah Say, and I go to Summerfield Elementary. Being a junior deputy to me is an honor. I feel that I can make the world better from all the stuff I learned through the trial. I feel more responsible. With great power comes great responsibility. Being a junior deputy to me means that I am responsible for my actions. I know what is right and what is wrong.
Sydney Strickland. Madison Wesley.
My name is Madison Wesley and I go to Summerfield Elementary. Many people choose not to stand up for what's right and make the wrong decisions. The only thing these actions will do is harm others and yourself. It may seem easy to choose what's right, but it's not as easy as you may think it is.
Unfortunately, one of our recipients was ill and wasn't able to make it, so this is all of our winners for today. We have Deputy Sharon Bates coming up to give our closing comments.
As this year's reward banquet draws to a conclusion, it represents another successful year for the Junior Deputy Program. Thank you everyone for coming. It's been a pleasure honoring such wonderful young students who are committed to being good citizens here today. If the students will move to the adjoining room right next to us, we're going to have a group picture with the sheriff on the stairs, and then we're going to meet again to have you read a paragraph from your essay, and we're going to film that as well. Okay. Thank you.